Alex, we're delighted to be able to introduce you as Lauren's new football consultant. Tell us a little bit, if you would, what that role looks like and what it will involve.
Yeah, I mean, look, for want of a better word, it's sort of acting in the role of director of football to look after the football matters at the club. So trying to get the correct structure in place for the football department and looking at the recruitment and how that's set up and just trying to get the football side as good as we can.
Yeah, I suppose it's a matter of having that overall responsibility, that helicopter view of the football side of Lauren Football Club.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not. I don't think I'll take overall responsibility. We always do that as a collective. That's any good team's going to do that. My role is to try and facilitate what the football department need. It's the manager and the coaches and the players that they have the responsibility to drive it forward. I'm there to try and help them and use a little bit of what knowledge I've got to give them the information, the guidance, and the equipment that they need to do that.
Yeah, and I suppose with any full-time professional football club, there's a lot of work behind the scenes that the rest of us don't always necessarily see. It allows the likes of a first-team manager to get on and manage the team and the people that he has around him, and maybe allows somebody like yourself to pick up some of those extra bits and pieces behind the scenes and around transfer windows and that sort of thing.
Yeah, possible. I'm there to sort of help out as I can. That might be from assisting with players' contracts if required. Looking at making sure got the right kit to wear, all sorts of like strange things. But really, what we're looking to do is to get that that department there where they've got the responsibility, like you alluded to. They're going to take control of it, and ultimately they're there to provide what the players need, and it's the players' responsibility. Once they get out on the pitch, that's up to them, and it's all of our jobs to give them that best opportunity to go out there and perform and win games of football, because that's what we all want them to do, isn't it?
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your own background within the game, if you would.
How long have you got? Do you want me to do the quick version? So look, my sort of bread and butter for the past nearly 30 years has been working as a sports agent. I started working at the PFA in England in 1998, so going back a little while, representing individuals and doing their contracts. I've done that in a few other sports as well, but predominantly football. Operate my own business since 2002, so it's a good few years as well. And doing a bit of club consultancy and stuff as well. So knew some of the guys at the new ownership group that have come in, and just trying to sort of help them navigate the early stages of their ownership and make sure that everybody's doing right by the club.
Yeah, I was going to say you've worked alongside Eric Perez at Truro City and been some real good success there over the last number of years, and I'm sure you'd love to come and help be part of something similar at Edinburgh Park. Yeah,
I mean, look, it's a very different project to what was done at Truro City, in that Truro City was sort of coming from the ground down. There wasn't, that's all had to be built. Here at Edinburgh Park, they're sort of being used to success over the last few years. That comes with different pressures, if you want to put it that way. But it also came with a lot that's already there, and we're not looking to fix things just for the sake of it. There's a lot of good people here. There's a lot of good stuff going on, and the real job is just to make sure that you're always looking to improve in any workplace, but none more so than in sport and in football. You're always just trying to make things better. Have we got a good squad? Yeah, I think we've got a good squad. Do we want to try and improve it and make it better? Always. We're always trying to get better, and that's what we're always trying to do.
Yeah. You've been maybe around in the background and here on and off for the last little while. What are your impressions of Irish League football and the club specifically?
Yeah, look, I think it's we're sat here in like a fantastic sort of facility here for anyone that wants to come and watch football. One thing, I've not been here in the winter yet, so it's been quite nice and sunny. Most of the games I've been to see. So, you know, I think that there is an infrastructure here that's good. There is a winning mentality that's within the club. I've been speaking to a number of the players today. This will be the first day I've really addressed the players, because I wanted to make sure I had a better understanding of what was going on. I think it would have been foolhardy to sort of come bouncing straight in and doing that. Wanted to get a bit of a clearer picture of what was going on. That doesn't mean that we won't make decisions. We won't make tough decisions, as has already happened during our operation of the football department. But yeah, you know, it's just trying to get things right, and it's really refreshing sitting down with the players. You know, they want to win, they want to do well, and maybe if there'd been any nervousness amongst people as to, you know, what are the ambitions of the new ownership, what are my ambitions as trying to help guide the football department, and maybe some of the players had those questions themselves, because when you're used to success, you want to continue having success, don't you? Look, we want to win games of football. That's what we want to do, as many as we can. Players want to get medals, clubs want to get trophies. That's what we're aiming to do. But perhaps it might be done in a slightly different way. There's more than one way to skin a cat, isn't there? And you know, Kenny's reign was fantastic. Did that. We're not trying to replicate what Kenny did, but we're trying to achieve the same things.
Yeah, I was going to say that was my next question. I suppose was the ambitions going forward. We have been a team that and a club that have been trying to compete at the top end of the Irish League over the last number of years. Even within that time, I suppose that the landscape has changed with other full-time clubs coming along, and maybe, you know, others prepared to invest elsewhere. Is that still something that yourself and the new ownership group want to do, and is that ambitions you have in terms of, you know, competing for trophies and at the right end of the table?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. There's no doubt about that.
And what might the rest of the season look like? We're obviously in a period where, you know, Gary Hebron has come in and taken over in the interim charge. How have you sort of seen that development over the last 4 or 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's no surprise to me. Gary's come in and done well. That's what I expected him to do. You know, I think not only is he a good coach, a good manager, he's a good person. He's got Larne in his heart. He wants him to do well. He's a Larne boy, so it's a good fit, isn't it?
Yeah, and still lots to play for the remainder of the season, both in league and competitions as well. So it's all ahead of us really in the next number of months.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've not really fully got going yet, have we? So loads to play for, loads to do. There'll be ups and downs. We just need to keep our heads, keep doing what they do. Obviously, they played the cup game last night. You can probably pronounce the name better of where we played. For a fantastic attitude. I said so to the lads today when we spoke to them. Fantastic attitude. You know, that's a banana skin written all over it, isn't it? And if you go there and you're not quite right, and it's a good example, don't take anything for granted. And they didn't take anything for granted last night, and they went and did the job, didn't they?
Alex, thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate it, and it's great to introduce you to Larne Football Club. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much.